Piyush Mishra. Welcome to this video lecture series. I have given name to this video lecture series, Mathematics is Enjoyable. The very name of this channel is also Mathematics is Enjoyable, and the name of this video lecture series, the first video lecture series, is also Mathematics is Enjoyable. In the first video, in this introductory video, we are going to discuss something called number system. So we are going to start this video lecture series from the topic number system. But before going in detail of number system, let us be acquainted with terminology of set theory, because we now and then require terminology of set theory to discuss number system. So let's learn some techniques, some language of set theory. So in mathematics, what we mean by set? The word set, it can be defined as a well-defined collection of objects. So we have certain well-defined objects, and the collection of those objects is known as set. So what do you mean by well-defined? Here well-defined means if a set is given and an object is given, then we can certainly say whether that object belongs to the set or not. For example, if we have three numbers, suppose 1, 3 and 5, the collection of these three objects is called set. So set is a collection of well-defined objects, certain objects about which we are certain. It can be definitely said that what elements are contained in the set. So I think you have got idea about what is set. Objects of the set are called elements of the set or the members of the set. So a set can be represented in two different ways. First is called roster method. What is roster method? In this method, all the elements or all the members objects of the set are written separately, distinctively, separated by commas. For example, in the previous example we have shown the set of three numbers 1, 3 and 5. So all the three elements are written separately, separated by commas. So this method is called roster method. In this method, every element of the set is written separately, and there is another method to represent a set which is called set builder method. Set builder method. In this method, set builder method, we express or we define a certain property which is unique for the elements of the given set. That means if that property is given, we can certainly enumerate what are the elements of the set given. For example, if we say elements of the set, given set is X, such that X is the first three odd natural numbers. So, if this expression is given, then also this set represents this one. Why? Because only those elements are contained in this set which possess this property. What is the property? X should be the first three odd natural numbers. So what are the odd natural numbers? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, etc. You know about that. So this set contains the first three odd natural numbers. So what are the first three natural numbers? 1, 3 and 5. So these are two methods of expressing the single set, which is the set of 1, 3 and 5. You can represent the set by writing 1, 3, 5, or you can say the set, the members of the set is X, where X is, or X such that X is the first three odd natural numbers. So this method is called set builder method. So there are two methods for expressing a set. The first is roster method and the second is set builder method. Now, if an element A belongs to the set A, then we write this statement in the symbolic form A belongs to A. This symbol is read as belongs to. If the set A belongs to the set A, we generally name the whole entire collection, that is set, and naming generally we name by capital letters, capital Roman letters. So here A represents a set. So name of the set is A, and there is one element A which belongs to the set capital A. It means that A is contained in the set A. There may be other elements also, but A belongs to set A. So A is an element of A, or A is a member of set A. So this is written in symbolic form as A belongs to A. This symbol means belongs to. Suppose there are given two sets. For example, set A is equal to A, B, C, D, and set B is A, B, C, D, F, G. Then it is clear that all the elements of set A are contained in the set B also. In this case, we say that set A is the subset of set B. So in symbolic form we write A is the subset of set B. when we write this statement? When all the elements of set A are contained in the set B. There may be other elements in set B also more than A. So in this case, we say that set A is the subset of set B. And also if B is the subset of A, it means that all the elements of B are also contained in set A. It means that it implies that A is equal to B. In this case, if A is the subset of B and B is the subset of A, then A and B are equal sets. Both are same. So belongs to and subset symbol will be used in later course. So I have introduced the concept of sets before going into the detail of number system. In the next video, we shall discuss about numbers.